Good morning, students. Hoping so that all of you are quite fit and fine at home. So it's my humble request to everyone, you have to stay at home, be healthy and be safe. It is decided by the school now that we shall provide you, as per your FA syllabus, online teaching. Today we shall learn how to write a story. Students, you must know that story writing, it's for 10 marks in your syllabus. First of all, I will come to the marking scheme. You must remember that for this story, the content is for 6 marks and fluency for 2 marks and accuracy for 2 marks. 10 marks for your story. Now the main thing is how to write a story. This is the main thing, how to write a story. For writing a story, you must have a good context. Means when you start writing a story, you must start with once upon a time, long ago. Like this, you can start writing your story. You will be given some hint, some verbal inputs in your question paper. On the basis of that, you are to write a story. Second thing, introduction of the characters. This is the main part. Introduction of the characters through dialogues or narration. You must introduce all the characters sequence-wise as per the need, as per the requirement of the story. Third thing, it must have a good plot. Good plot means description of an event or an accident. And finally, it must have a good climax. With that, you will end the story. Now coming to the point, how to write a story and the steps which are to follow. First one is, when you will imagine the story, okay, this is the main part, means when you will get some verbal inputs. It's a creative thing also. You have to think over it, you have to frame something in your mind, a creative thing, a creative incident or event. On the basis of those ideas, you will provide or you will prepare a good plot. Then you will start writing. So first step for writing a story is to write a suitable title. You have to provide a suitable title to your story. Second thing, as I told you, the characters as per the requirement. Suppose in the beginning only one character is required. If I say, once there was a person whose name was this, whose name was Ram, Sham, anybody else. He was living in that particular village. He had a good friend also, and his name was. Means now when there was the need of his friend, I inserted the another character in the story. Means as per the requirement of the story, we are to insert characters. Next thing comes good plot. Means what happened, where did he go, what was done. Everything comes in that plot. Next is use of past tense. This thing which you are to keep in mind, because when we are writing a story, we are to be very much particular for tense. So you are to write the story only and only in past tense. This thing you are to keep in your mind. Main thing again comes the logical order of sentences. This is the main thing in this story. Sometimes the student, they make blunders. For example, suppose if I am writing a story and I say that I went to the railway station, I bought a ticket, and when I was traveling, and suppose after that sentence, if I mention, then I packed my luggage, I left my home, there is no order of sentences. Means, first thing, I left my home. Second thing, I went to the station. Third thing, I bought the ticket, and then I started traveling. Means logical order of the sentence is quite necessary, otherwise it will be wrong. Next is, when you will end the story, your story must end with a good message. It must give good message to everyone whosoever is going to read it. Now what to follow while writing a story? Avoid cuttings. When you are writing, avoid cuttings throughout. Next is, avoid repetition. Suppose whatever the vocab you have used in the beginning, you should not repeat the same vocab in the middle or at the end. So avoid repetition of words and phrases is a must. Next, follow word limit. You will be given prescribed word limit. You are to be confined within that. You are not going to exceed the word limits, otherwise your marks will be deducted. So dear students, you have to follow these instructions very carefully while writing a story, and I hope you will get the things very easily by watching all these things. Now I am going to provide you some verbal inputs. On the basis of that, you will write a story. That is your today's home task. Thank you.